A guest slips on your welcome mat and suddenly you are staring down a lawsuit instead of a 5-star review. That single moment is exactly why your insurance choice matters way more than the throw pillows you agonized over. Most hosts assume their regular homeowner's policy has their back the second they list a spare room online. It does not, because homeowners insurance is built for you living there, not strangers paying to sleep there. Think of homeowners insurance like a raincoat. It works great for your own weather, but the moment you invite paying guests in, you are basically standing in a hurricane wearing a poncho. Landlord insurance sounds like the obvious upgrade. And it does help, but it was designed for long-term tenants. Think 12-month leases, not a rotating cast of weekend visitors. It covers property damage and some liability, yet many landlord policies specifically exclude short-term or transient stays, which is basically your entire business model. This is where short-term rental-specific insurance struts in like the new kid who actually read the syllabus. These policies are built around the reality of guests coming and going every few days, covering property damage, liability, and sometimes even lost income if a burst pipe shuts you down for repairs. Liability coverage is the one people underestimate the most. If a guest twists an ankle on your uneven porch step, medical bills and legal fees can pile up faster than dirty towels after a holiday weekend. Let's talk about the sneaky gap most new hosts fall into. Standard homeowners policies often have a clause that voids coverage entirely if the insurer finds out you were renting the place out and did not tell them. So silence is not a strategy, it is a trap. Some booking platforms offer their own host protection programs, and while that sounds reassuring, it is usually not a replacement for real insurance. Think of it as a seatbelt, helpful in specific situations, but you still want the airbags, which in this case means an actual policy in your name. Furniture, appliances, and all those cute decorative pillows you bought also need protecting, and that falls under contents coverage. A single bad guest party can turn $800 of throw blankets into a very expensive lesson about vetting who books your place. Then there's business interruption coverage, which quietly saves hosts from disaster more often than people realize. If a fire or flood takes your rental offline for 2 months, this coverage can replace the income you are losing while contractors argue about paint colors. Umbrella policies deserve a shout out too, especially if you own multiple properties. They sit on top of your existing coverage and kick in when a claim is big enough to blow past your regular limits. Kind of like a financial bodyguard who only shows up when things get serious. A common misconception is that STR insurance is wildly expensive compared to homeowners insurance. In reality, it often costs more because it covers more risk, but skipping it to save a few $100s a year is like skipping a smoke detector to save on batteries. Location matters too, because a rental near the beach or in a flood zone might need additional flood insurance. Since standard policies almost always exclude flood damage, nature does not care about your 5-star rating, it will still find your basement. Preparation really is the quiet hero of this whole story. Reading your policy, asking your insurer direct questions about short-term use, and updating coverage as your rental grows is not glamorous, but it is the difference between a manageable hiccup and a financial gut punch. So if all of this made you want a clearer roadmap for protecting your rental income and your sanity, you want to learn more about how we help hosts navigate this stuff? Check out our links in the description.